I've made a lot of mistakes when it comes to personal finance, way too many to count, but through each one I've learned valuable lessons. In today's video, I will share with you 5 of the most important personal finance lessons that have helped change my life for the better. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Rudy. On Rude Trader, I focus on making money simple and easy to understand, giving you actionable information that you can apply to your own personal finance situation to improve your relationship with money. Now let's get into it. Lesson 1. The most important personal finance lesson that changed my life was learning that trying to impress others by spending money ultimately leads to having less money. This may seem obvious, but it took me a long time to realize this. The author of Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel, explains in his book best when he says that spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. We all have a need for social validation, but the problem is that we often try and achieve this through the things that we buy and own. I struggled with this throughout my early 20s. I came from a low-income household, and I felt that I had something to prove to friends and family, and the only way I could do this was by buying nice things. I remember buying a BMW in my early 20s to impress my friends and people I didn't even know. But what they didn't know is that I had to take out a loan. I couldn't even afford the payments, so I had to get a second evening job just to be able to keep up with the monthly payments. My friends didn't care if I had a nice car, they just wanted to get from A to B. And to be honest, who actually cares what strangers think?
I don't care.
If you decide you are going to spend money, make sure you spend it on the things that really matter, that end up adding value to your life. Don't waste it trying to impress others, because not only does it not matter to them, but you'll be left with the bill to pay. Lesson 2. The second important personal finance lesson that changed my life is the realization that millionaires are actually quite frugal. Dave Ramsey, a well-known American personal finance expert, said it best when he said, "Typical millionaires live in a middle-class home, drive a 2-year-old or older paid-for car, and buy blue jeans at Walmart." This idea is also supported by a book published in 1996 by Dr. Thomas Stanley, called The Millionaire Next Door, which is based on a survey of thousands of actual millionaires in America. Contrary to what the media portrays, most real-life millionaires are not flashy spenders. They wear inexpensive clothes, drive used cars, and live well below their means.
Because you're cheap.
Not cheap.
This was a real eye-opener for me, because growing up in a low-income household, I believed that real millionaires were big spenders and lived a flashy lifestyle because they could afford to. Even my parents and friends thought this way. We didn't know any different. I lived in an affluent area, but being poor, I would always see wealth around me, thinking that's what I had to do to become a millionaire one day and own all of these nice things. But the truth is, real millionaires become millionaires because they don't live like millionaires we see on TV. True wealth is built on a foundation of spending less than you earn and not living above your means. Lesson 3. The third most important personal finance lesson that changed my life is that the people we surround ourselves with have a big impact on our own lives. Jim Rohn, a well-known motivational speaker, said it best when he said, "We are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with." Our friends and social networks are often formed by the circumstances we're born into, such as the area we grew up in, or the schools that we attend, or the co-workers we work with, but it's rare that we intentionally seek out new relationships that could improve our lives. We usually stay within our comfort zones and keep hanging out with the same people we've always known. But what happens if the people in our natural circles have negative life and money habits? If all the people we know are broke, what are the chances that we'll become financially successful? The same goes for our health and education. If the people in our natural circles aren't healthy and uneducated, what are the chances that we'll become super fit and highly educated? To improve our circumstances, we have to level up our network. I did this when I radically decided to change my finances. I didn't know anyone in the personal finance space, so I forced myself out of my comfort zone, reached out to experts, attended seminars and events, and focused on improving my own finances. For example, I joined the board of trustees for a well-known UK financial capability charity, supporting the charity to achieve its purpose while learning more about the personal finance space. Although I'm not from the financial services sector, the experience I gained in my charitable role helped me secure this opportunity, and I have learned a lot as a result. If you really want to level up your life and finances, you have to level up your network.
That's why we must keep leveling up.
This doesn't mean that you have to abandon your current friends and network. Just push yourself outside of your comfort zone so that you can improve the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Start attending events and joining groups that align with your goals and values, and actively seek out new relationships with people who are where you want to be. You'll be surprised at how much of an impact it could have on your life and finances. Lesson 4. The fourth most important personal finance lesson that changed my life is that when it comes to finding the right partner, you should have financial compatibility. I know this may sound harsh, but hear me out. Dr. Thomas Stanley's research on millionaires found a correlation between marriage and wealth. It's difficult for a married couple to accumulate wealth if one is a spendaholic. A household divided in its financial orientation is unlikely to accumulate significant wealth. This is something I learned firsthand from my own relationship. My fiancé and I both come from a working class family and didn't learn the true value of money until later in life, although my partner was arguably a lot more money savvy than I was. But despite our backgrounds, we were able to get on track to achieving financial security today because we had each other. We share the same philosophy of frugality and long-term perspective, and we support each other for our financial journey. Talking about money has become a normal part of our household, and our open and honest discussions about budgeting, net worth, financial problems, opportunities, and future goals has helped us achieve financial success. This transparency extended to other aspects of our relationship, and we have become a stronger couple because of it. When looking for a partner, it's important to consider financial compatibility. It will serve you well in the long run. Lesson 5. So the final and most important lesson that changed my life is that effective investing is actually quite boring.
Now, what? I'm so bored, dude.
Paul Samuelson, the first American economist to win the Nobel Prize in economic science, said it best. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take £1,000 and go to Ladbrokes. The media likes to make it seem like investing should be fast, exciting, and exhilarating, and unfortunately too many people believe this. Just look at the recent craze around cryptocurrency and NFTs. Most people investing in these risky assets don't understand what they're buying and are driven by emotion rather than logic. They think that just because people are making quick money from it is smart investing, but this couldn't be further from the truth. The most effective way to invest is also the most boring. For example, the most effective way to grow your wealth through the stock market is to buy a low-cost, broad market index fund like the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, VTSMX, and hold it forever. It's a cheap, simple, and effective way to invest in the market. But compared to the exciting investments like crypto and NFTs, it's very boring. You won't get rich overnight investing in VTSMX. It'll take years, even decades. You'll be investing in the overall market at a low cost and trusting that compounding would eventually multiply your investment. This way of investing is smart, but it requires patience and, more importantly, no emotion. We need to disassociate our emotions from our money from this strategy. We're looking at the long-term trend in the market and investing for the long run. However, if you're looking to get rich next week or next month, you can't accept this kind of strategy. You'll be looking for quick get-rich investments, which are often sold to take advantage of vulnerable emotions. Thousands of people lost money when the crypto market recently crashed because they were investing with emotion rather than logic.
Emotional, damn it!
Don't expect investing to be sexy and exciting. Smart investing should be as boring as watching paint dry or grass growing. If you're getting emotional about your investments, you are closer to gambling than really investing. I hope that these lessons will help you to take control of your finances and build a better future for yourself and your family. Remember, it's never too late to start making changes and take control of your financial future. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more valuable personal finance content. See you in the next video.